wanted to go ahead and talk to you about Oliver. Okay, so that guy. So I went to the bar, tipsy, already tipsy, because I actually bring a lot of alcohol with me nowadays. So what I end up having tried to have a conversation about when it comes to this girl, this bartender. Okay, I, I decided that after an awkward moment of me kind of swinging myself in the goddamn chair, go ahead and just tapping the pen I got to on and off the little bar counter right there. It's plastic on wood. You know what? I wasn't going to scratch that dang thing on purpose, like she thought I would have been prone to doing. Yo, it's more significant to think about each other and what the value is of some things to each other. What I like to value is the human beings, and also value that while we may not agree with every single rule, that the basic rules are followed to help us actually get by for at least another day. This is what I was going to tell her when I asked her, "Hey, do you ever take a subway to another borough?" She found that to be the last straw to find me intrusive. Why? I don't know. And then you know what? It's telling when it comes down to every single one of us starting to write weird notes that aren't even weird. Just the situations leading up to them are just mind-boggling in turn. I mean, look, when you think about even heritage too, heritage should be about respect towards the origins, not putting a price tag. And you know what? That's when I was going to go ahead and want to tell this homeless guy if I actually was in a better mood and not so rushed to get into work. This is what I was going to tell that woman. I saw that attitude she ended up saying about intrusion at that point. She didn't allow herself to be open. What I did was simply click a pen as I was trying to write a journal. Not too dissimilar to how you have for this. You don't need to spend a lot of money to find your origins. I wholly agree with that. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. You shouldn't have to spend a lot of money to find what your true values are beyond the money. But I ironically have done such. And so many of us are going to be trapped and following ourselves to doing so. Just because we're too deep in late stage capitalism now. It's also a part of it. Also so deep that we forget how to value our way of speaking. We have forgotten how to be artistic, extravagant, verbose, elegant. Words that we forget how to slip into casual conversation these days. right in about right in front of our faces. Heritage is in time. When they assimilate too much with one, this is what we forget. This is why we forget the values of our origins and what every single one of us means to each other in the original level, the basis. The book I'm reading right now, Puerto Rico, Culture, History, Identity, Politics, Nancy Morris. It places a very big emphasis on identity within the Puerto Ricans. Yes, and racism is not the same as heritage either in this case, in this connotation. I agree with you. And you have a good point with that paragraph too. Because you know what, guess what? Really and honestly, I just want every single one of us to actually remember that it should be more than our parents that we care about, and that our parents need to realize that too. This is something that my own parents have forgotten to keep in mind as they raised I, my sister, and myself. When it comes down to the way I see it, my way of having grown up, they just saw me on the phone and thought that I was using the phone too much, not realizing that I'm talking to people that yes would have ever been slower than the way that they have been used to, in which they call each other to figure out how to meet in real life. Okay, both of my parents lived in the Bronx at the time, so you know they had that advantage for themselves. They could just take the train, the subway. But we shouldn't really have to please only one person when we have so many other people that we can. But the thing is, we do not need to try to meet everyone either to figure out how to make peace within our culminating existence in the billions either. Just take a small step at a time, see that you've done a good job, and that's how you actually earn your keep at that point. But even then, I really challenge you to find a deeper meaning to what I just said in that one sentence. because I'm still trying to figure out what everything I say means to me these days. The one thing I am kind of curious about, what do you want to question? This paper is not a paper to question the morality of childbirth. So what do you want to question? Don't be, never be afraid to be a free thinker. I agree with you. So this is what I'm thinking over here with the question that more of us should go ahead and think about how to ask even. Anyway, yeah, you saw that. I arrived at my work block, so you have a good day, okay?